Hello, my friend, this is King. Welcome back to another video. So, today we are reviewing Fortress Maximus. And, I will say off the bat, this guy is a pretty expensive figure. He was $215 off of Amazon. And, he came free shipping. His figure does have stickers, as you can see, like here and here and here and here. His figure has 50 stickers, comes with, let's show you on the back side here. So it comes with Fort Max himself, Cerebros, and Emissary, and, where is it on here? This little tank thing right here. And this little tank thing, all of which I will show you in the video. So, let's take a quick look here at the front of the box. Same as Trypticons. I mean, similar to Trypticon. Okay, so as you can see on the front of this box, he's got the fantasy scene, just Cybertron fantasy scene, people shooting him, people on his arm. It's got his robot mode, city mode, and spaceship mode. He lights up, he speaks, and he requires batteries. Side says Fortress Maximus is the ultimate weapon. His alternate mode, he is a headquarters for the Autobots and their Titan Master partners. Their Titan Master partners can use his base of operations. There is no theoretical limit to his size. His ability to connect with other bots to form a Cybertron city allows him to expand and add functions as needed. In battle, his sheer size makes him almost unstoppable. He is one of the few known Titans that remain in the universe. He is the only known Titan who can unite with a Titan Master partner. Whoever controls him controls a weapon of unimaginable power. You'll notice this little dent here, that was just from shipping. Insignia. On the back here, it just shows Fortress Maximus. Take off his head. Transform it in 5 steps. That forms Cerebros. Take the head of Cerebros off, and that gives you Emissary. And then, this is his city mode. Now, something I did realize was that this is Hardhead, and this is Blaster, and Sentinel Prime's not on there, but like Nightbeat, like I think that's Nightbeat. That's Nightbeat. So it shows you some of the characters on the box, and then that's Galvatron. But then on this side, it just has the nice artwork. On the top, it just has that. Obviously, there's like literally nothing on the bottom. So now onto the Mighty Titan himself. Hopefully we can see everything. I really cannot tell. So, as you can see, I have him in a nice pose right now. I did have him kind of right here. He was staring over at Trypticon, which we kind of saw earlier. But Trypticon he wants to take over the world. And I will show you a combined city mode between Fortress Maximus, Trypticon, and Six Shot at the end of this video. So as you can see, these guns here on his thighs can come off and act as a handheld weapon for him. Now simply, I'll show you how you do that. You simply grab it, kind of pull it forward, and take this little lever back here and pull it down as a handle. And because Fortress Maximus doesn't come with any guns, this is how you could give him some guns. Now we're gonna okay, starting from his head down to his feet. His head has a bit of articulation, meaning it can move from side to side a little bit. So that's kind of nice. The arms are pretty much identical, so I'm going to show you this arm. So the arms move out to there. This right arm, the left arm has a little less articulation than the right. But they can both do this, 360 on this. They both can do a 360 upward with the upper arm. They can have a nice deep elbow movement. I'm really happy about this elbow articulation. And he has hands that do 360 as well. And then he has individual finger movement. And thumb. And wrist. Now something that this arm has that this arm doesn't is this little storage compartment where I store this collapsible gun that I stole from Soundwave. It looks better with Cerebros. And then I store Emissary in there. Now the articulation that this arm has that this arm doesn't is this. Now I imagine this as him pulling his arm forward like so, and using this runway strip as a shield. Other than that, they're pretty similar in both sides of articulation. He has waist movement, 360 in the waist. His legs move outward. Come on, you bum. To there. They also move around 360. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whew. Put your arm down, you fart knocker. Then they have 360 of what? Thigh movement. And then of course they have this knee movement, forward and backward. And that's all the articulation. Wow. And comparing him into a size comparison. So, Tripticon. Goes about to his shoulders, as you can see there. Oh, first we're going to look at his voice line, his lines that he has. So to activate his functions, you push the center button on his chest, and you get that sound effect. There's that one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. That's his only Fortress Maximus voice line. Now, it did show that he does come with the voice line of like Fortress Maximus, but this guy doesn't, sadly. No, you are seeing this correctly. His eyes do glow red. Those are his only 2 voice lines. And I believe we have done all of his sound effects. So to transform him into spaceship mode, we're going to take Cerebros here, and we're going to fold these pieces forward, fold this down. Yes, that does happen. And it gets really annoying because you'll see why in a bit. And then you take his legs, pull them down. Now that, see what I mean? That can happen. It gets really annoying. See? I didn't even touch him. So to transform Fortress Maximus into his robot spaceship mode, I take the hands, curl them in like this, flip them like that. It's kind of a personal preference with the way his hands go. Flip the arms upward. Take this piece back here. Now these 2 pieces are very fragile. They do come off very easy. See, like that. And those 2 just come off really easy. It's just something that happens with the figure. Alright, doing a lot better than we were last time. Oh my gosh. So you're gonna pull this piece forward, and then this piece, I'm going to reattach it. And you want to push it down till you hear that click. Next, you're going to grab these little things on the side right here on his hips, pull these pieces forward, and tap them into place. Voila, just like so. Take these pieces here, pull them forward. Now this looks really awkward right now. Then what you're going to do is take Fortress Maximus himself and lay him down. Then you're going to take these feet pieces, push till you hear that click. These feet pieces are really stubborn and they are very hard to get to stay. Like a simple tap like that. These things are out of there. And then what we do with Cerebros is we take him in his transformed mode and we slip him in to where we first put him. Well, slip him back into here. So this is his spaceship mode. Now you can kind of position these guns as if they're shooting at something. Now, as we know, Brunt goes with Triptychon, but the weaponizer that goes with Fortress Maximus is Cog, I think. Yeah, it's Cog. But I don't have him. He's going to be the next one I get once I get a job. If you were wondering, this little tank off to the side does come off. This does come off, and this is all that it is. It just requires one sticker. You can have it without the sticker. It does not matter. Personal preference, I like the sticker on there. Gives it a nice little detail. Then, this is the instructed version of the city mode, where you just take the legs and flip them out like this. And then you're going to take this compartment right here, pull it up and out, flip this little turret forward. Now there is another part that I have to show you. Now right here you see this little red trapdoor, and we're just going to push that down. And that is his instructed city move. Now I say instructed because that's how it tells you to make it in the instructions. I personally don't really like it. It just looks like him lying down. So, what I do is I take this leg, move it back, move that arm out. And it just looks more like a city to me. So this is his city mode. Now we can take Cerebros and Emissary So we can take Emissary, unfold him, and we can put him in this little gun turret right here, which is kind of cool. It's Titan Master size. Or, alternatively, you can take this turret off completely and put it on the gun, on that little tank thing. There are pegs, lots of pegs on this figure. He has a peg here on both arms. Or you can peg him inside right here. Or you can peg him here. I'm not sure if you can see, so we're going to flip it. So you can put him here or here. Now, Cerebros himself actually has a peg on him, so you can put a Titan Master figure up here. Or I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could peg him on here, or like here, here, here. Now what's kind of cool about this figure that I didn't know until a little while ago was he has. So after a little bit of rearranging, I had to take off the gun, and you can see him. Where is my hand? Right there. And he's kind of moved around. But it's whatever. The gun itself, there's also pegs here on both sides. But the gun itself has little pegs that you could peg him on right there. So that's pretty cool. The difference between this leg and this leg is this leg has this little slotted area where this one doesn't. That's because this leg is a prison cell. Again, I will show you that. Well, not again, but I will show you that later. He also has pegs here and here. And those are all the pegs that his figure has. See, there's that peg down in there. So now I'm going to show you the ultimate Cybertron City form that I've come up with. So this is my customed Cybertron City. Now you'll notice Cerebros has been transformed. We took his feet pieces and we flipped them down, and we just moved his arms out. And then we stuck his head on. Now you'll notice Full Tilt and Necro are lying over here. That is because... wrong leg. Prison time. So, we're going to show you how to do that. You simply take the leg, open it, like that. Then you can take a figure, shove them in there, and close it up with the figure inside. Now you can barely see it, but there is full tilt in there. Now the reason Necro is out is because of this little chamber right here. You can keep this open, and you can close this little door down here, but you can put these guys in there and then close that door, and that can act as a jail. That's how I use it. You could also repurpose his gun and put it there. Now a slight issue when he's in his city mode. You can see down here, this is Starscream's arm gun thingy. You notice that it leans back a little bit. There's nothing you can do about that other than just shove some little thing under there and just support that up. That should be it. I guess we'll quick review Cerebros' transformations. Okay, so this is Cerebros in robot mode. He has a ball and socket joint here. So you can do 360 with the arms. You can move up and down like that. It's my favorite line. And then it moves all around like that. You'll notice this right here, that is to access the batteries. As I say, it requires 2 AA's, and that gets really annoying. So these move around. So to transform him, you simply fold his arms forward. Gonna take your batteries out one of these times. Like this. Fold these feet up. And that's him for his city shuttle mode. Now to transform him back to his head mode, you take the legs, flip them, clip, flip them, clip. Now I personally like flipping these arms so that it just gives it a little more detail back there. Take these guys, flip those out. And flip that up, and now you have the head of Fortress Maximus. So there you go, guys. That is pretty much going to wrap it up for today's video. By staring at the mighty city. Oh, and then 6 shots, city mode. City attachment mode is just his gun, or his tank mode. My bad, I apologize. Guten Tag, this is Art King, and I'm out. Bye, guys.